I wish I've never done the third and fourth surgery. That was my big mistake. When I went back to take the patch off, it looked horrible.
Let me take a quick little look.
Okay.
Close your teeth. There, you got some of that upper lip right there.
That's pretty amazing, actually.
Hold that.
Okay.
So he took a flap like this, lifted this up, took this, and moved it over to here. As he lifted that flap up and pulled it, it kind of pulled the lip over. And then your mouth opening is shorter. So we call the lateral commissure has been shortened. The procedure to do that is called a commissuroplasty. A commissuroplasty is changing the corner of the mouth. In Paisha's case, what we need to do is take this short commissure, cut it, and just extend it to equal the length of the other side. We have to move tissue, move mucosa, and move muscle to make that happen. If you take a look right here, so if we can maybe lift all this up, try to debulk some of this even down here, that will hopefully, one, get rid of some of the fullness, two, give us a little bit of lift like that. So our goal would be to make the upper lip look more natural and normal.
Okay.
And that's not without risks.
Oh, I know.
Because I can kill the flap, and I can kill all that tissue. And so after hearing this whole thing we talked about, what do you think?
I feel a sense of relief that you all can help me. I knew that you guys were probably the only ones I could trust to help me.
Tate?
As long as she feels comfortable with it, I'm definitely comfortable with it.
I know I'm never gonna look the way I did before this, but I hope that the surgery will help me get my life back, my identity back, and make me feel like myself again.
We know you started a journey of numerous rhinoplasties. Can you take us through that journey?
I always wanted to be an actress, like a soap opera actress.
So what happened?
My nose was not like great.
What did it look like?
It was like a kind of like a little bony here.
You had a little hump?
Yeah, little hump.
Okay.
Yeah. Around that time, I did an audition in Televisa Center, which is the big television company where the telenovelas are made in Mexico. And I didn't make it. From there, I started just looking at the mirror and I'm like, what's wrong with my nose? And I was to a shape that it was not perfect and pointy. By age 18, I had 2 surgeries. The same doctor. And he left a very natural looking nose.
Good.
But not pointy, not anything that I wanted like
You mean like one of the telenovelas? The
telenovelas.
actresses?
Exactly.
So what did you do?
I gave up for a while and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna be a flight attendant. And one day I was working first class and Televisa owner was there. And then I told him, you know what? I went to Televisa 8 years ago and they didn't take me. And he's like, okay, just come see me. And I'm like, okay, this time I don't want to miss the opportunity. There was this doctor who was like the popular at that moment. And I went with him and he's like, oh, I can totally make your nose perfect to go to Televisa. I'm so glad you came. Let's do it. My nose looked smaller and a little fake, but it was okay. But the doctor then said, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. I will do it perfect. I wish I've never done the third and fourth surgery. That was my big mistake. When I went back to take the patch off, it looked horrible. I felt ashamed of my appearance. So I never went to see Televisa's owner. My nose ruined my telenovela dreams. Looking back in the darkest moment of my life, going through so many surgeries really ruined my nose. Now I just feel like I had a second chance.
It's gonna be great, it's gonna get better, you're gonna be all right.
I think any telenovela star would love my nose.
Claudia,
Hi,
how are you?
Doctor.
Please
How are you,
come
Dr.
in.
Nassif?
This is
Hi,
Claudia, that's Paulina.
Paulina. Oh my goodness.
Look at, isn't she
Nice
beautiful?
to meet you.
She is a piano instructor, as you know, and she's my patient.
nice.
She's 7 weeks out from a reconstruction
Oh my God,
rhinoplasty.
looks amazing.
I did number
6 and last one. Before my surgery with Dr. Nassif, my nose looked pushed up, my columella was disappearing, and I felt ashamed of my appearance. Now, since my surgery with Dr. Nassif, my nose has been lengthened. My columella looks completely normal, and I can let go of the guilt and move on with my life.
Well, first of all, thank you for coming to see us. How many years have you been here in the United States?
11. It was always my father's plan. We're gonna find a doctor that can fix your face better.
Is that why he moved here, for you and your nose?
Yeah. When I was 27, I got to America. This is not only my dream, but my father's dream. He is not a rich man, but he always have a hope to find a help. And if I got this fixed, my father will be really, really happy.
We heard you had some type of flesh-eating, maybe bacteria, that completely destroyed your nose?
Yeah, I was at age 1. They said I have the infection. My nose was open. That's why they got the skin from here. They put it here.
Okay, so you had a skin graft.
Yeah, to my nose
As a baby.
as a baby. And then the nose gets smaller and smaller.
Your airway was completely closed down because the skin graft didn't stretch with the nose as you grew.
Yeah.
When Edna was a baby, she had a skin graft taken from her forearm and placed on her nose. Now, it probably should have grown with the rest of her tissue as she got older, but somehow it didn't, and I don't know why.
It started to be problem with the breathing
So you live with the non-functioning nose for how many years?
till I get to America. I finally find a surgeon that operate on my nose in 2013. The first thing they do, open up the nostril with the cartilage here.
How much better did they improve your breathing?
They did improve for one side, for this side, but not for this side. The second surgery to make my nose look more pointy, make it better shape than it was before.
So they took the skin graft off, right? And
Yeah.
replaced it with the forehead skin.
flap.
Yes, that third surgery, the flap, they cut it off.
Let me give you a few things and maybe you can put them in priority for me. 1 is breathing, 2 is the shape, 3 is the color.
Yes.
Out of those, which one would be, from the most important to the least important for you?
First is breathing, 2 is color, and 3rd is shape.
So your first priority is the breathing.
Yeah.
Before you came here, what was it like to grow up at home with a...
They will always laugh. I still don't have a friend. I still don't have much outside life.
Now?
Still, yeah. Yeah, but I have my kids.
So obviously this has been hard for you and your sister.
Yes, especially my sister. She used to come home crying a lot. They used to call my mother names to her face.
They will always laugh. I just don't go into the school. I just drop on the sidewalk. Just like to not have them have a bad day.
You happy with your nose so far?
Yeah. And I'm breathing a lot better now.
You're breathing?
Oh, yeah.
Edna's columella survived. It's alive and looks great. Now we can move on to the next phase of her transformation, which is to actually change the color of her nasal tip skin. So now we have Ruth, who is our medical tattoo specialist, who's gonna perform some magic on Edna's nose.
All right.
All yours.
Thank you.
I've done my job.
Okay, good luck for us. Yay.
This has been a lifelong journey. Since I was a baby, I go through hell with this. But I always believe that one day I'm gonna put this past behind me. It feels incredible to have my dream and my father's dream come true.
You good?
Okay. I've been waiting my whole life for this nose. My new nose makes me feel beautiful, making me feel that woman I've been looking for a long time.
I really like how your nose looks. They did a really good job. It matches your skin tone now.
It's perfect. The way it was before, this one is 100%. It's good.
It fits your face.
Before my surgery, a flesh-eating bacteria destroyed my nose. The shape was not normal, and the color of the tape was very dark. I also have a hair growing out of it and felt cut off from outside world. But now, thanks to Dr. Nassif, the shape of my nose has been restored. The color now matches the rest of my face and most of the hair has been removed. I feel like I can finally live out of my house without people judging me. Now I can live it free for the first time in my life.
at the time was getting some work done. You know, watching her, I'm like, well, what if I was going to get something? What would you know? And she's like, well, you know, the only thing on you that's a giveaway at all, you know, age-wise, is your eyes, like under here. It was like some puffiness, like just, you know, that you get, that like kind of fat underneath. So 2015-ish, I went in for the original one, the under eye surgery. Where do I go? I went to the same person that did hers with good results at the time.
So you had a blepharoplasty.
Exactly.
I personally don't even remove lower eyelid skin because I'm afraid of the lower eyelid area.
Wow.
A lower blepharoplasty is removal of lower eyelid bags or removal of skin. This is an area that you have to be very careful because it's the thinnest skin on the entire body. I don't like removing any skin from the lower eyelid because it can result in disfiguration, and to fix this is extremely difficult.
Well, the left one came out okay, and the right one did not. So a couple months after that, went into repair, you know, stitch it somehow and pull the eye up. And that didn't work. 6 to 9 months after that, did another one, and at that point did a skin graft. You know, it took, but it just made this worse. So same doctor, it took 3 surgeries to repair this. I didn't have any of the scarring that's under here. That's all from her attempting to repair. That's about when we got to the point where I was like, that's it, you know, you're not touching me anymore.
And so you don't have any visual problems?
I don't.
God, you are lucky.
Yeah.
Seeing your dad have this eye thing.
Not easy. He's like an outgoing person. He's funny, as you can see.
Totally.
You know?
He's an entertainer.
Yeah, but since the surgery, he's a little less that.
Is this affecting your whole music thing?
I haven't been on stage. I haven't, since this happened, it's affected every aspect of my life. If I could get it basically normal, I'd be thrilled.
So you want to go from where you are now pretty much to match the left eye?
As much as possible, yeah. After everything I've been through, the original surgery, 3 failed attempts to fix that surgery, I have been on like a limbo, like just hold in my life. It's been at least 5 years since I've even thought about being on stage because my eye, and now to be able to get back on stage after that time, feeling good like this, like I see myself again.
We're here to support David. It's his first time on stage since he had his eye surgery, and we're excited to see him.
No way, I can't believe it. We want to show our support for David in any way we can, and this was the least we thought we could do for him.
Take a look at it.
Let me see
this. Take a look at his eyelid.
Oh my God, it's awesome. How does it feel?
I love the color too.
Dr. Nassif arranged for me to get my under eye tattooed to get that discoloration fixed.
Is a procedure for any texture of scars? Yeah.
I can definitely see a difference since it's been done. It looked great beforehand, without a doubt. It was amazing and a huge difference. But I think the tattoo fixed the color underneath it, which was like the last piece that it needed.
I have to tell you, no matter whether you're close or far, it looks fantastic.